Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to our live broadcast. So actually we are kicking off something new. We are going to be in here every Thursday. Well, most Thursdays. I mean, who really knows? Sometimes we're traveling. Like next Thursday. We're going to be in Utah. But we'll be back the Thursday after that. And our aim is to just add tons of value to this Facebook page. We have a lot of individuals on here that are learning about essential oils for the first time. We have a lot of friends in the Philippines that are on this page as well. And we just really want to be able to provide a location online to, continue learning about oils. And also, of course, we've got our friends who are already using oils that are not on True Essentials Code team, but some of our friends in other teams. So we're happy to be able to share all this information on this public page. So if there's a hot topic that you want to hear more about, please let us know in the comment section. Send us a direct message. Like, we are wanting to be able to provide tons of value for you guys.
Hot topics including business.
And business, yeah. doTERRA at Our Essential Oil Company is a wonderful business, and we love to share our tips as well to our team, but we're going to start doing it on this page too. So today,
all that tips, tricks, philosophy questions. How to build, why to build, any product questions, anything like that. If you have any questions about, ask us, and we'd love to talk to you about it.
Yeah, we just basically like to talk about oils and the oil business,
essential
oil entrepreneur content all the time.
Yeah.
So, okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
What's our topic today, babe?
Our topic is winter wellness.
Winter wellness. Okay, so it's November 1st, you guys. The holiday season is officially kicking off. So we wanted to share with you some things that we hear a lot about, like concerns, health challenges. We're keeping this broadcast super compliant. So we want to share with you just some simple go-tos that you can use. Most of our recommendations today are oils that are included in the basic 10 kit. So the Home Essentials kit and the Family Essentials kit. We're going to go out of that kit just a little bit with some of these topics, because some of these new oils that were released in September are friggin' next level. So we want to make sure that we're including those for those of you that did get your hands on some of those new products. And, if you don't have your hands on those new products yet, you can certainly start ordering them now that we're in the month of November.
Right. So there's this a kit, the Dream Kit, that has all these new kits, new oils that we're talking about.
Yes. Yeah. And you can get that super discounted right now if you have a wholesale account. And if you want a wholesale account, you want to get your hands on these oils, send us a direct message. But of course, get back to the person that's been talking to you about it. But if you're learning about oils from us, you can send us a direct message. All right. So here we go. Let's talk about what to do when you feel something coming on. Like, I know for me, I feel like if I'm getting sick, I will feel it in the middle of the night. Like, I'll wake up and I'll just feel that discomfort here. Like, I can tell. So one of the first, when you feel like something is coming on, or let's say you waited, you just thought my body's going to get rid of it, and now you feel like you're not well and you need some immune support. Here are our gotta have it 3 oils.
Right.
Go for it.
So our gotta have it 3 oils would be On Guard, Melaleuca, and if something, it's not at this point, if you don't feel it coming on, if it's on you, right, then we go to oregano. So On Guard is our immune support blend. We have a whole line of On Guard products, but we just talked about the oil. Now, in the Dream Kit, we have this On Guard mouthwash that is it's newly released, but it's really good just for dental hygiene. And then you can add the Melaleuca to it. Take that internally or on the bottom of your feet, and then oregano also on the bottom of your feet if you're feeling sick.
And, truthfully, I like to get those oils internally as well. Now, oregano is very spicy. I don't recommend that you just shoot it down the hatch necessarily, but you can get empty vegetable caps and fill the veggie caps up. I would do 3 drops each every 2 to 3 hours for a 48-hour period, maybe a 3-day period. You don't want to do that too long because oregano is so strong and powerful. It's really nature's way of going after that infection. So it'd be great to have those 3 oils to give your immune system a little bit of extra support in going after whatever it is that's that it's fighting. So again, those 3 gotta haves are On Guard, Melaleuca, and oregano. And then if you're a seasoned doTERRA user, you know you can do the shortcut. You know what that shortcut is?
Are you talking about VeggieCap?
On Guard Plus.
Oh, On Guard Plus.
So On Guard Plus is doTERRA's pre-made soft gel, and it has all those oils in it, plus black pepper. And it's awesome. It's pre-made. If you're not a DIY person, that's like makes it totally easy for you.
Right, and so it's also very common in the Philippines and Filipino.
Hi, Jen.
Oh, hi. Okay, so it's very common in the Philippines and Filipino culture to drink oregano when oregano oil in hot water in like a oregano tea when you're sick. All our Lolas, they used to make us do that. And it was just strong. You add honey to it and it's strong. But doTERRA oils are very, very strong because they're certified pure therapeutic grade.
Yeah.
So where they're sourced from makes a bit of a difference. So the oregano oil from doTERRA is very strong. So if you're going to do that with the tea, just watch out.
Be ready.
Yeah,
it's really, really spicy. That's why we recommend putting it on the bottoms of the feet or putting in a vegetable cap. The bottoms of the feet are a very powerful place to apply oils because we have acupuncture points for every organ on the bottoms of our feet. So it's a very efficient and effective place to be putting the oils to have a systemic effect on the body.
Good.
All right. Topic number 2 is sore throat. Now, I know that that's like honestly one of the worst. I know everybody has different things that they hate about not feeling well. Hi, Tony. For me, I hate having a sore throat. Like it's just the most frustrating part of not feeling well. Luckily, hi, Joanne, our newest premier. I don't know if you know. She's
I didn't know.
Congratulations,
honey. Joanne.
So Joanne obviously knows all this stuff. She shares oils with lots of people in Southern California. She's a wonderful resource for moms. This woman, reach out to her if you're a mom. So what I love about doTERRA is it gives me a tool for that sore throat. And no, it's not like one of those cough drops. It has these synthetic sweeteners, these synthetic colors. Like we don't have any of that in doTERRA products. So what I love is I have the essential oil, clean and pure, and you can actually use Melaleuca and On Guard applied topically to help relieve that sore throat. And then the bonus tip for that is if you can get that On Guard, 1 drop in hot water and honey, and you just 1 drop per a full-size mug. You guys, I know that seems crazy for potency, but literally the doTERRA oils are so clean and pure. That's why they have so much value. You just need 1 drop per dose in your hot water with a little bit of honey, and it is amazing. It soothes that throat almost immediately. And then if you're somebody that has, like, if you have had seasonal challenges, like you know that you get that itchy nose, that itchy throat, and then all that gets exacerbated when you get sick, you can actually use a drop of lavender oil in there too to soothe that itchiness and the irritation, in addition to the On Guard, which is going to go in and numb and then give your immune support, the immune system the support that it needs. Together, it gives a ton of relief. So if you have that itchiness factor in your throat and in your sinuses, lavender kind of acts like an antihistamine in that way. It helps to squelch the irritation that happens when our immune system goes crazy.
All right, so she said 1 drop is all you need. It is. And in these bottles, this 15 milliliter bottle, this is lemon, there are 250 drops in here, right?
So tons of value.
So tons of value. So when talking about the value of essential oils and whether essential oils are expensive, we hear this all the time. How much and are they expensive? All these questions, right? Just divide whatever price your essential oil bottles are by 250, and that is how much 1 dose of essential oils costs.
Yeah, so like the stuff that's on the market, most of it you cannot ingest internally. You cannot take it internally. Much of it, it's actually recommended that you don't put on topically because it's so synthetic, adulterated. In the world of natural medicine, there's so much adulteration, but with doTERRA, they are the cleanest and the purest natural medicine company, in my opinion,
in the world.
In the entire world. And I'm a functional medicine practitioner. I have access to some amazing brands. I think that the way doTERRA handles quality control is beyond what any company is doing. And the beauty of it, the biggest beauty of it, is you can get a lot of support without having to take 100 billion supplements. I mean, that is like the biggest, for me, the biggest frustration in the world of natural medicine. So if you're trying to get all these things done, you end up taking 5 billion supplements. But with doTERRA, you can use the oil. Let the oil get infused into your body, drink it, apply it on your skin. Like, it's just this beautiful tool. And you can use them on kids as well, even babies. Okay. Like Joanne is using them on newborns. She works with mothers who are new mothers. So anyway, it's just beautiful. Okay, so that's sore throat. I'm sorry, to soothe throat. Remember I told you guys I was going to keep this compliant.
Right.
How to open nasal passageways. Oh my God, who knows how to do that? I mean, we've got some great tips.
We got some great tips, right? So there are, the other day I don't know why I had this, I never really have, is the word allergy? Yeah, okay. I never really have a stuffy nose, and the other day I did.
Nasal congestion.
Yeah, and I don't know what brought it about, but
sugar. It was sugar.
And maybe it was sugar. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. That's the thing about winter wellness, because there's all the things that happen during the wintertime. We just had Halloween, and then I ate a whole bunch of candy because for every candy that I give out, I want to eat one. Right? And then there's also Thanksgiving, which is a whole bunch of sweets when the families get together, and then there's Christmas, right? So all these different Christmas parties, different holiday parties are surrounded. I mean, well, they just like so much sugar around, and sugar affects your immunity, and the way that manifests sometimes is in your nasal passages.
Yeah.
So a couple things that we do are you put lemon on the bridge of your nose here, or not on the bridge, underneath your nose, and then digest it. So I never knew this until the other night when I had felt this, but digest it here on the bridge of your nose.
So actually, I think you're remembering it. The lemon right here, by the way, do it with a little bit of coconut oil to dilute it. This is going to help stop runny noses. When you put lemon back here behind the ear, that helps encourage drainage of like stuffy ears. Fennel is actually going to help break up mucus. And so you can, what I did with Evan, we didn't have fennel, like they have fennel oil straight, but we had the Digest Zen, which is actually in that top 10 kit we talked about in the beginning. And I rolled the Digest Zen right over the bridge of his nose, because he has a tendency to snore when his nose is stuffy. And it's all right. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I just like didn't want to deal with that. So I put it on before he went to sleep, and it was totally fine. Like, he went to sleep, his nose was open, no snoring, we all slept. It was like, thanks to Digest Zen.
Which is legit. But one thing to just tell you guys, when I snore at night, and if this happens to any of you, anyone has someone snoring next to them, most people you just let them snore and you cover your ears. But Melissa doesn't. She will wake me up, right? And I feel like it's traumatizing, right? It's like I was trying to sleep. But if any of you don't want to wake up your partner up, you could just run the roller across their nose while they're sleeping, and it could help that out.
Totally. So the fennel is what breaks up that congestion. Also, what you can do, like during the day, if you have that stuffy nose and you're at work, you can roll the Digest Zen on and then do a drop of lemon oil and hot water and honey. And that's really nice too. Lemon really does help with the whole drainage process. And then if it's really thick, that's when you can bring in something with fennel in it, like Digest Zen, or get your hands on straight fennel. Okay, so the next hot topic is tummy tamers. All right, so digestive stuff is a major challenge especially if you have digestive issues. The holidays can often exacerbate that because of stress, because of the food like Evan was mentioning. So we want to share with you some simple go-tos that you can use to soothe your digestive discomfort almost immediately. And then also things that you can do like proactively on a daily basis to make it so that your digestion can be healthier long-term.
Right. Okay, so digestion, we have a blend called Digest Zen. Can you say what's in the Digest Zen?
So there's peppermint in there, which is like cooling. Also, if you have like hot stomach stuff, like, I don't know how to say that compliantly, but
no,
reflux.
Heartburn? Acid reflux?
Oh my God. You just said all the bad words. No. If you eat and you can like feel it come up, that's not good. So the peppermint is meant to soothe that. Then also there's anise in there. Anise is like very popularly used, especially in the Latin American culture. I don't know about in the Philippines culture, but it's one of the go-tos for a lot of different cultures for digestive issues. Digest Zen has anise oil in it. And then also there's the fennel in there, like I mentioned, and also ginger oil. So if you have that nausea, that sick stomach, ginger tea is what a lot of people would typically go for, but I actually prefer the essential oil because it's so much more potent, and there's so much beauty in the synergy of those oils in a single blend. So you can apply that Digestin right over wherever that digestive discomfort is. Like some people have
digestive upset is what Joanne said.
Digestive upset, thank you, honey.
Digestive upset.
So if you feel it coming up here, you're going to want to apply it right over the stomach. If you feel bloated, you feel like stuff is just sitting here, you do a couple drops right on the digestive point. And then if you have sluggish digestion, you can actually apply a couple of drops of the Digestin in the lower left-hand quadrant of your abdomen. And but if you have that like stuff that comes up and that discomfort up in the esophagus, you can actually do a couple of drops of Digestin right under the tongue for very, very fast relief.
Right.
So love that.
So under the tongue, also in the tea or in the water. Right. You can do that. A couple other things that we do for digestion is, again, the lemon in the water.
Any citrus oil.
Hot or cold. And then the green mandarin, which is the new citrus oil, which is in the Dream Kit that we were talking about.
Love.
Yeah.
Love the green mandarin. It's so good.
And then Terrazyme. Terrazyme is our digestive enzyme, which is right there. So, I mean, it's part of this... we talk about helping people with digestion as like a very stable way to solidify and stabilize your business. And the ways that we would, the go-to protocol that we have for most people would be like Lifelong Vitality Pack, Terrazyme, and the citrus oil, and you will feel good. Right,
so the Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme complex. It's going to help your gut work more efficiently and more effectively. So if you're over the age of 30, it's thought that you are automatically enzyme deficient. Like most of us have used up a ton of our enzymes by the time we reach the age of 30 because of all the pesticides and the herbicides, the genetically modified foods, just like the junk in our modern day food supply literally requires that we use more digestive enzymes to be able to break that junk down. So by the time we reach the age of 30, many of us are enzyme deficient. So it's just recommended that you take this with your meals, especially if you do deal with that acid coming up. If that's an issue, what a lot of people don't realize is it's typically because their stomach acid is too alkaline. It's not acidic enough. So that might come as a surprise to you, but that acidity is supposed to be a pH of like 2. So if your pH, which is very acidic, but if the pH is like 3 or 4, that would make it too alkaline. Yeah, it's still acidic, but for the stomach and its function to digest appropriately, that would make it too alkaline. So your stomach will actually compensate by creating more volume of that acid, and that's when we start to see reflux happen. So how to fix that? You can actually bring in the Digestin because there's betaine in here. Betaine acts like hydrochloric acid. It helps to break down the food in the stomach, so that helps to contribute to the healthy pH in the stomach, so that your body won't respond in that way by creating more volume, and then you having that digestive symptom. Okay. You can also use like we said, drink. Like if you are somebody that deals with digestive discomfort, I recommend you always drinking a citrus oil in a glass container, okay? And then also you could do like pink pepper in there along with the citrus to help promote healthy digestion, healthy movements of the gut. And if you're prone to constipation, definitely add the pink pepper in there along with your citrus oil. But if it's really bad, you can actually do 3 drops of Yarrow Pom directly under your tongue every day. And that is thought to be able to help, stimulate more regular bowel movements. Different people will respond better to different things. That's a new tip. So if that's you, give it a try and see how you do.
Yes. Are we gonna talk about blood sugar?
Yeah. So Joanne, actually, we'll talk about anxiety and then we'll wrap up.
Okay. Okay.
Hang on. Joanne has a really good question.
Okay.
Joanne, thank you for asking that. She said, I take it because I don't have a gallbladder, so I need help breaking down my food. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. You just asked me if you could say that.
Can you say that?
You can say that, honey. And if you don't have a gallbladder, I know this is so crazy, but they don't tell you that you need digestive enzymes after that forever and ever and ever and ever. So, so you need digestive enzymes if you don't have a gallbladder. Your gallbladder releases bile salts, and so you want to make sure that you're taking that. So you have that extra support here in the Terrazyme.
Okay, so Joanne, that's a good question, right? You can ask that, and we want to make sure that anyone on here who's watching feels free. You can ask anything.
You can ask anything.
Yeah, and then we will try to answer in the most compliant way possible, but we will answer your questions. Yeah. Even if we have to give you the non-compliant answer in the direct message, we'll tell you that.
Okay, so the last thing I want you guys to know is that you can use that Terrazyme if you are gluten sensitive or dairy sensitive. It's not going to totally neutralize that food, but if you're out and your mom makes banana bread and you just freaking gotta have it no matter what, even though you know you're gonna have a reaction, take 2 or 3 Terrazyme with that banana bread to give your gut the little extra support it needs, because it has an enzyme in here that's gonna help you break down gluten and dairy as well. Again, it's not gonna cancel it out completely, but for a lot of people, like, the symptom will be way less. All right, let's jump into our final hot topic for the holidays, winter wellness, anxiousness and stress.
Stress. Yeah, so stress in, stress is everywhere. Stress is in, it's a big thing that we hear all the time in the Philippines. It's like the #1 thing that people ask about. Stress, I guess maybe a very close second would be the high blood pressure. But we'll talk about that. High blood is what they call it, right? And that's compliant because it's not. Okay, so whatever, right? Cool. So anxiety and stress is a huge thing. Occasional anxiousness. And then some people feel stressed when you see a lot of people, when you go to a lot of parties. That brings some people stress. And overwhelm, and then it's like just the holidays. It's like sometimes a stressful time. Financial stress. Relationship stress. Having to buy presents for everyone. Sometimes that could be a stressor.
I give people oils.
Yeah. So that is one way to use your. If you're a
family member, and they're so excited always.
Yeah.
Secret Santa, everybody wants our gift. We bring
for the white elephant. That's what we do. Yeah.
White elephant. We always bring oils, and it's like the hot commodity. Everyone fights over it.
Yeah.
I feel like,
and we always blow up the whatever the limit is. The limit might be like $20, and we give like a touch kit or something like that.
Yeah, an emotions kit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress. Okay, so let's talk anxiousness. Okay,
let's talk anxiety.
Anxiousness is actually an issue that I am very, very prone to. So I want to share with you some of my favorite blends. Now, if you have the top 10 kit, and that's all you've got right now, you can do the lavender over the heart or wherever it is you feel that anxiousness, and then a couple drops of frankincense underneath the tongue. And then also, let's see, there's a great blend for anxiousness. It's called Peace. It is so on point. I love that blend. It's got the vetiver in there, so it's very grounding. It helps to pull all that energy out of your brain down into the planet, so it's very grounding. And then also there's a blend, let's see, I was going to mention Console. So if you have that anxiousness because there's fear around loss or fear around trying to control everything, you can actually use Console. You can use Peace and Console. If you have a kid who is a worrier, and you know what I'm talking about, if you do, there's a new blend called Calmer. Calmer is one of the new doTERRA kids blends that are a little bit more diluted with specific oils selected to suit the needs of a kid. And then also, if you, also Steady is another one in the kids kit. Personally, I've been using Steady recently because these are new oils, so I'm playing with them. Steady is a beautiful, beautiful grounding blend. It's kind of like the Balance, but for kids. So if you are a seasoned doTERRA user, you know that Balance used to be the go-to oil for anxiousness, and it still is for a lot of people. But now there's this new one called Steady, which is for in the kids kit. And personally, I'm using I'm using a ton of the kids' oils right now because I'm loving them. They are so effective.
All the kids' oils are they're included in that dream kit that we're talking about, and it comes with this cool pouch, but then it also comes with these flashcards. I don't know if you can
see that. Kids can know.
The kids, so then the parents and the kids can learn from the flashcard. It talks about the thinker blend and then what's in the thinker blend, then the calmer blend.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Stronger is their On Guard,
Rescuer,
which we've talked about quite a bit. On Guard. I love the Stronger blend. It is, and you think kids, must not be as powerful for adults. You guys, the oils in Stronger are so freaking on point.
Right.
There's rose oil in there. Rose oil is what Johns Hopkins found to be the most effective essential oil. And by the way, they were only testing on doTERRA oils.
Right.
Not all rose oils are the same. In fact, no rose oils are the same compared to doTERRA, but Johns Hopkins found rose oil to be the most effective essential oil against gram-negative bacteria. So that's in the Stronger blend. There's also frankincense, which is all things immunity, anti-inflammatory. There's copaiba in there, I believe. I don't know, we'll have to double check, I believe. And Kirsten Jarvie, who's a brilliant woman in and of herself, she is talking about copaiba under the tongue for adults for immune support. Thank you.
No, it doesn't tell that what's in it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, copaiba is a wonderful oil as well for anxiousness and immune support. And I don't know if it was Kirsten that told me this, but copaiba is really wonderful for cleaning out your gums. So I'm doing a drop of copaiba or a drop of melaleuca. I'm alternating because I also learned that melaleuca is really healthy for gum tissue from Kirsten as well in my morning oil pulling regimen, which is great for immune support. Okay, sorry.
All right, so one thing is that this whole flashcard set comes with the dream kit.
Yeah, I think we said that.
Okay.
Okay, and then finally for stress, I just want to mention that any floral oils are going to be helpful for you. So floral oils are typically high in a chemical constituent called linalool. So that linalool is what helps to calm a stressed mind. So lavender, again, is going to be great for that. Magnolia is a new oil that you can also get in that dream kit. Magnolia has double the amount of linalool that lavender does, which is pretty freaking awesome. And I'm obsessed with magnolia. I actually prefer the smell of it to lavender. I'm not like a big lavender scent. I'll use lavender all the time at night in my tea, but I don't typically put it on me. But magnolia, I'm so happy to roll that on.
So magnolia is great for stress and sleep.
And sleep, totally. And then again, for the anxiousness, you can try those floral oils, but I'm a bigger fan of using the thicker, heavier oils from things like grasses or bark. Those are going to typically be more supportive for anxiousness. So again, balance blend, peace blend, console blend, steady blend. Those are going to be your go-tos. If it's more stress, you're thinking florals. Lavender, serenity is another blend that you can use. Magnolia, neroli. Those are all going to be great for stress. All right, let's wrap this up.
Okay, so the two kits we talked about today are the Dream Kit. That's the convention kit, and that has a lot of the things we talked about. It has the green mandarin, the pink pepper, the turmeric, the yarrow plum, which is great for high blood. The kids kit, On Guard mouthwash. It has a ton of different things in it, and that is $234.
Yes,
right?
And if you bought all those oils individually that are in the Dream Kit, all those brand new, newly released products, you would be spending an additional $134. Right. So it's discounted $134 at that price tag of $230.
Is it 34? It's somewhere around 230. All right, so that is a Dream Kit, and then we talked about all our top 10 oils. We touched on a little bit of each of them. That's the lemon, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, melaleuca, oregano, and then the four. Breathe. The Breathe, Digest, then Deep Blue, and On Guard. All right, so we talked about the top 10 oils, and the top 10 oils in the 15 milliliter bottle, which is 250 drops, plus a diffuser, that's $275. So $275 for the Home Essentials kit, $234 for the Dream Kit. If you want either one of those, you could get with your person that showed you this video, or you could direct message us if you want to get started.
Kirsten, you know what? We should do a Facebook Live on the new Dream Kit.
Ah, we should. Yes, we should.
Maybe we'll do it.
Yeah,
maybe.
And we have.
If we do, we'll post it.
We have markers, and I'm going to write that down right now.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do that next week. I'm thinking maybe we'll do it tomorrow because the Dream Kits are going to sell out for sure.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow.
So yeah, we'll probably do that tomorrow. We're teaching a class tonight. And so anyways, yeah, that's that. All right, you guys, thank you for joining us. We are loving this.
Right. So
Evan is now officially full-time doTERRA. He just, stepped
today
aside.
is my first day, right? It's my birthday.
First day full-time
my doTERRA birthday.
Yeah. He stepped aside from his mixed martial arts gym.
Yeah.
He's been doing that for 10 years. And sharing oils, educating people, in the Philippines and here locally on the side for the past 3 years. But it's been very cool to go through this transition. So we are going to be here a lot. If
We're
you
here
have
a lot.
questions,
And
let us know.
That's the thing is I just talked about 2 new uses for lemon and for digestion that I had never known until last night. And so this journey of learning new things all the time, it's a process, and we'd like to go through the process with you, right? So if any of you have any questions, anyone questions of other people or whatever, bring them to us and we'll see what we do.
We are so happy to support you.
Right.
Yeah, Lynn.
Yeah.
Good to see you on here. All right.
No sleep for Lynn.
Lynn, it's like 4:30 in the morning in the Philippines. What are you doing? We need Magnolia, honey. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a great rest of the evening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.